Quick quarantine quotes and quips
with Pastor Rob.
Thanks for joining us on this third edition of Quick Quarantine Quotes and Quips. Back in 2007, I had a subarachnoid hemorrhage. Now, that might not mean anything to you, but subarachnoid hemorrhages are no good. 10% of the people that have it die before they even get to the hospital. 50% eventually die, and of course 50% live. You can guess which category I'm in. When it first happened, I was totally out of my head for the first 48, 72 hours or so. I was in St. Luke's Hospital in Kansas City, Missouri, in their intensive care unit, and for some reason, they didn't take my phone away. And so I still had my phone, and in the night, I called my mom, I think 5 times in the course of 30 minutes, all saying the same thing on her answering machine. Mom, I'm in the hospital. I'm okay. Don't worry. By the 5th call, she began to worry. Again, I was totally out of my head, and afterwards, when I started coming to my senses, one of the nurses came to me and said, "Do you ever have anybody call you Roberto?" I thought that was the craziest question I'd ever heard. No, of course not. No one calls me Roberto. She said, "Well, you wanted me to call you Roberto. I guess I've got a little salsa in me or something." It was also during that time, having my phone, in the middle of the night, I called my assistant to tell her I wasn't going to be in the next day. But the way I told her, well, you'll hear it. This is a copy of that song that I played for my church in the congregation. So you may hear some laughter, but this is the song.
Hello, Pam Plumber, I'm not dead yet. Hello, Pam Plumber, I'm not dead yet. I hope that you are having a good day at work. Hello, Pam Plumber. I guess I won't be there today because they're going to do a little surgical procedure. Have a good day anyway. Goodbye.
Crazy. I tell you all that to really tell you 2 things. One, back then when I had that and was in the hospital, I was so thankful for the good doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals that took care of me and brought me back to good health. And it reminds me, we need to be very, very thankful for the healthcare professionals and the first responders who are on the front line of this COVID-19 crisis. They're risking their lives to take care of folks like you and me, so let's be thankful and pray for them every day. The second reason I tell you that is to just remind you, the Lord brought me through that subarachnoid hemorrhage storm, and the Lord's going to bring us through this COVID-19 storm too. You can always trust in Jesus. Well, thanks for joining us on this edition. Same time, same place tomorrow. I'll see you then.